Hey guys, I want to make a new video on a very strong early Atlas farmer strat. So this strat is pretty much only really good for the first 1 to 3 days, but there are ways to make it scale past that. I think it's pretty interesting. I don't think anyone else has made a video on it yet, or close to what I'm doing at least. So what is this Atlas strat? So it's boss Russian, which is nothing new, but it's boss Russian on silo. So yeah, all it is destructive play. You're taking all these standard boss Russian nodes, and then you can take whatever else you want. So I do have the full tree here, which I'll link down below. Only requires 107 points, lower if you want to take out less nodes. So it's very, very good early on. You don't need that many points, don't need to fully complete your Atlas. And the best part about this, it's kind of like a template for you to use for else. Like if you want to do Essence, you take all the Essence nodes, right? If you want to do Delirium, which might be very well worth it, because Delirium drops the splinters, and the Simulacra splinters might be worth quite a bit next league. Have to wait and see for that one. But yeah, whatever else you want to take, you can do it. You have the points for it. Just don't take anything that slows you down. So you wouldn't want to do Harbinger. You wouldn't want to do like Legion. Expedition, Big Boom is fine as long as you can clear it really fast, right? So I think Beyond or Delirium are probably the two best ones you can do when your build can handle it, as Beyond Tainted Currency is worth quite a bit early on, and Delirium probably will be quite good. Yeah, so what is this besides the standard boss Russian? So we are doing the silo map. So let me get a silo map up. So why silo? So silo has a boss that phases, and this is very important for destructive play. And you can also do this map wipe, by the way. If you are going to use other mechanics, I would alk it, and I would in general just alk it just to have better map sustain, as I will go over that in a second as well. So yeah, you're only doing silo and silo only. You can do Desert Springs. I think there's like one of the maps that also has like decent boss phase in, but the reason why you want to do a boss that phases actually is just because if the boss phases, you can't kill it. And this is very important for the strat, because if you don't kill the boss, well then you can witness that map again, and maybe we'll spawn again and do destructive play again, spawn 3 additional bosses. And how destructive play works, by the way, you just have to essentially full clear map or close to full clear, and it'll always spawn 3 bosses. So silo is perfect for this because it essentially forces you to full clear. Very nice layout. You just go in a straight line, and when you get to the end, you know, whole map's done and you're free to go in the boss room. I mean, we have 3 bosses guaranteed. So as you see here, my name is a couple miles, but it should still be like 3 bosses guaranteed. 44 miles remaining. You just get in the boss room, face the boss, maybe we'll spawn with extra bosses, kill them all, and at this point you'll loot whatever, and then you leave. You don't want to kill the boss, like I said, because now you can do silo again, because Maven did not witness silo. So yeah, this strat is pretty strong early on. It's very, very nice, and it's not as annoying as other destructive play strats, because it's just one map. You don't have to do rotating between 10 different maps or whatever. You're always doing the same layout, and it's a very, very good layout as well. So a big downside of the strat is the map sustain is rough. You will have to do other maps at certain times or buy silo maps, or Desert Spring also works. Silo I think is just ideal, because you cannot use singular focus because it completely destroys your drops of like Shaper and Guardian maps. What I was doing when I was testing this strat, I tested like 30-40 maps. So that you probably get like 60 to 70% return of your silo maps, meaning the other 30% you have to run another map, or you have to buy it, which is fine, right? It's league start. If you have to run another map real quick, just get your map sustain back up, it's fine. I would highly recommend, even though you can run these maps white, to always chisel and alk for that better sustain. And now you might be thinking, okay, if too many people do this, will the prices still be good? And the answer is yes. The reason why, if everyone is doing this, well not everyone, but if a good amount of people are doing this and the prices do drop the first day and the second day, well then you should start doing Guardian and Elder rotations on invites. And these are also very strong because the Maven Writ is pretty expensive the first few days. So yeah, it doesn't really matter if people are doing this, because if more people are doing this, that means the Shaper maps will be cheaper, and that means you start doing the Shaper maps. You do need a stronger character to do Shaper Guardians, but it's honestly not too bad. You really don't need that strong of a character. And you can do Elder, you can do any of these rotations, right? It doesn't really matter which one you do. You can just do the cheapest one. But yeah, that's why this strat is going to be very, very strong, and it might be a strat I do on league start I'm pretty tempted. I do want to give a little bit more tests to see how competitive with stuff like Legion or Deli Mirror. I do have a few more strats I'll come out with before league start or on league start day. Once again, it's just a template. You just essentially want to take Nico. Nico got nerfed, but it's still worth on the strat. Shrines and heist chests. You're not doing heist or anything. You're just clicking these just to sell them. You know, takes like 2 seconds to click, so you might as well click these nodes just for free money. And then past that, it's all map nodes, some scarab nodes. Scarab nodes are completely optional, and then it's whatever you want. I was doing Deli. You can do whatever you want. I do think the best will be Deli and beyond when you build it strong enough. Before then, maybe Essence. So yeah, that is about it. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below.